one of my favorite things to talk about on this show is books. And one of the questions I want to ask you is what books, nonfiction or fiction, have had the biggest impact on you? And if you can share any books that have helped you as an entrepreneur and leader. We already talked about principles, which is amazing. If there are any others, love to hear those.
I read voraciously and I guess all the time. So it's such a hard question to answer because there's so many different books that really satiate different parts of my personality, right? If I could kind of talk about a book that influenced me at an early age, I read Confessions of an Economic Hitman. Have you ever read that one?
I have not. No.
So it's a fascinating read about how the government actually sends a spy to a guy's house, trains him up, teaches him how to create monetary policies that are obviously going to default, but then sends them into African countries to exaggerate the claims of their natural resources so the IMF and World Bank can essentially take over the country's resources. And so it is based upon a true story. It was fascinating for me because it told me how the world works a little bit behind closed doors. Let's see. I recently read Amped by
Yep.
the
It's great.
CEO Snowflake. It was great because it helped me understand how to instill urgency in your culture and execute a little bit harder.
Just on that one really quickly, reading it, there was a few things that stuck out to me as just being really amazing. Were there any quotes or ideas in there that you just love?
God, quotes I wouldn't remember off the top of my head. I think the idea, the kernel that consistently comes back to me is how do you define the mission around what you're building and how do you consistently talk about it over and over and over again? And I guess it's like basic 1, 2, 3 type stuff, if I can be honest. But the reality is you forget so much of it in the grind that you almost need to be reminded of it. And so I actually ended up having a large number of the execs I work with. We all read it together and basically said, okay, how do you move even faster?